Hi everybody, thanks for joining, welcome. Today we're going to speak about articulation of English sounds. Just a note, in this video we'll be focusing on the phonetics of spoken language and more specifically vowels and consonants.
So, what's the difference between consonants and vowels, you might ask? Well, basically consonants involve some constriction of airflow, whereas vowels do not. Now, let's revise English consonant sounds.
D, T, V, B, P, G, K, V, S, Z, Sh, Ž, Ch, J, H, G, O, W.
We use three criteria to describe consonant sounds: voicing, place of articulation, and manner of articulation. Let's talk about each of these in turn. Voicing, or state of the glottis, refers to what the vocal folds are doing. When air passes through open vocal folds, we call these voiceless sounds. When air passes through vibrating vocal folds, we call these voiced sounds.
You can feel the difference between voiced and voiceless sounds by putting your hands on your Adam's apple. So, let's produce these two sounds in succession. S, z, s, z. Which one produces vibration? You can feel that z produces vibration, so it's a voiced sound. S does not produce vibration, it's a voiceless sound.
Place of articulation refers to where in the vocal tract the constriction of airflow takes place. Bilabial sounds are produced with both lips like p, b, m. Labiodental sounds are produced with the upper teeth and the lower lips such as f, v. Interdental sounds are produced with the tongue in between upper and lower teeth such as th, th. Alveolar sounds are produced with the tongue at or near the ridge right behind upper front teeth. For example, t, d, s. To produce palatal sounds, we use hard palate or the roof of the mouth, like sh, sh, y. Velar sounds are produced at the velum or soft palate, such as k, g. Glottal sounds are produced at the glottis or the space between the vocal folds, such as h. Next criteria is manner of articulation, which refers to how the airflow is constricted in the vocal tract. Stop sounds result from a complete constriction of airflow followed by a release of that air, such as p, t, k, b, d, g. Fricatives are sounds that produce when the tongue approaches but doesn't make contact with place of articulation, causing a bottleneck of the airflow. This gives the sound a friction-like quality, such as v, z, sh. Affricate results from a sequence of stop plus fricative in a rapid succession. So the affricate ch represents t plus sh, just as the affricate j results from d plus zh. Nasal sounds are produced when the velum is lowered, allowing the air to pass through the nasal cavity, such as Liquid sounds are produced by allowing air to pass by one or both sides of the tongue, and tongue itself can move a lot to shape the sound, such as l, Glide sounds are produced with very little constriction of airflow, such as w, y. Okay, we discussed 3 criteria for describing consonant sounds: voicing, place of articulation, manner of articulation. And when linguists talk about consonant sounds, they do so in that order. For example, b is considered a voiced bilabial stop sound. S, voiceless alveolar fricative. And now let's have a look at the English vowel sounds.
A, E, I, A, U.
There are 2 types of vowel sounds, man-of-tongues and diphthongs. Man-of-tongues involve 1 vowel quality. Diphthongs involve 2 vowel quality. So, what are the criteria for describing vowel sounds? Height, backness, and roundedness. Height refers to how high or low the tongue is in the mouth when producing the vowel. For example, consider the vowel sounds E and R. If you say these vowels in succession, you should feel your tongue going up and down as you say E, R. In terms of height, vowels are considered high, mid, low. E is an example of high vowel. R is an example of low vowel. Backness refers to how far front or back the tongue is when producing a vowel. Consider the vowels E and U. You can feel that tongue is moving forward or backward. In terms of backness, vowels are divided into front, central, back. Remember that E is a high vowel, but it's also a front vowel. And U is a back vowel. The 3rd criteria of describing vowel sounds is roundedness. Roundedness means whether or not the lips are rounded when producing the vowel. You can feel and see it easily when you produce vowel sounds. So again, take the 2 sounds we just used, E, U. U, as you can clearly see, is a rounded vowel, whereas E is not rounded. Just like with consonants, there is a specific order that linguists use when describing vowel sounds: height, backness, roundedness. For instance, U is a high, back, rounded vowel. A is a low, front, unrounded vowel. Remember, we've been talking only about man-of-tongues. If you want to characterize diphthongs in terms of these criteria, you must do so for the starting vowel quality as well as the ending vowel quality.
Alright, what do we cover in this video? We talked about criteria that linguists use to describe vowels and consonants. As you have noticed, in order to pronounce English sounds correctly, more attention should be paid to articulatory rules.